They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 8th-ranked team of the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Washington State Cougars offense will have the football first. They're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David, and I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Wow, the defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coach.
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rock it. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just a short pass to the tight end. Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for space, it's Richard. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fights off the defender. At the 45 on his way. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Balls it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The extra point here would tie the game. Oh, they blocked it. He's got it, and he can go with it. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. There he goes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the
scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Richard. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Second down coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. To the air, it's Kinsey. Wide open downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Fires left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. On target over the middle. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Heading to the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his slot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Falk. Quick strike complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Oh, what a caught! Touchdown, Washington State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly to the tight end. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Motion from the wideout. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And
intercepted for the 11th time. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position.
Going for it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. These old girders are racking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Dropping back, it's Falk. Gets it out quickly. Made a defender miss. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun to give, looking for room. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Touchdown, Wazoo! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point splits the upright. 8-13. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move, it's Richard. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to pass, it's Kinsey. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Final play of the quarter coming. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Washington State! And the route is on. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field is Kinsey. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Touchdown, Cougars. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over Duke. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Turns it loose. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Using his feet.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Kinsey. Swings it out to the flat. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen.
The extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. What a play, finding a way to get it into the end zone, and after all of that, it's even better. You wind up with a two-point conversion. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the ground, it's Richard. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, just looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Washington State.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. You can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. You're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.